Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be going over this new and modern Grand Lenormand deck that I just got from France today. So I'm really excited to show you this because there isn't a lot of modern versions out there. It's like a reinterpretation if you wish. And the author of this deck is Mademoiselle Audrina. I think she's more well known in France. The publisher is Good Mood Dealer by, I'm not going to pronounce that, but anyways, you guys can see. It just came out this year, I think last month. It's December 2023 right now. And yeah, so it will come from France. You can get it on Amazon. Yeah, and like all the other decks that I've been getting from France, the boxes are amazing. Like, it doesn't matter what publisher you get. The boxes, the newer modern decks have bulletproof boxes. It's just, they're really fantastic. So let's take a peek. I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison with the Guidebook deck just to give you the difference. So there you go, and the inside of the box is gold foil, or it has a gold sheen to it anyway. It comes with a 160-page book, of course, all in French. This book actually looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for me to translate, using Google Translate, of course, because there's not an overabundance of text. It's just very straightforward. It's going to be better than your little white booklet that you get with, like, say, for example, the Guidebook deck, or, you know, any of the tarot decks that you get out there. It's more thorough, and I'll go over it a little bit more at the end of the video, I think, just because I know you guys are very, very excited to see the cards. It comes with a beautiful navy blue satin pouch. Many of the French decks come with satin or velvet pouches. And it's just a very nice touch. The deck itself is a little bit larger than the Guidebook deck. It's taller, about, almost an inch, I'd say. I don't know, is that half an inch maybe? A little bit taller, tiny bit wider, not too much wider. Yeah, so these are big cards. The cardstock is really good as well. You won't be disappointed in the cardstock. It has gold trim or gilded edges. I have not shuffled these cards or anything yet, so I don't know if this would flake, or, like, I literally just got it like minutes ago. So yeah, and then so we're going to start off with the consultant cards. As you can see, that's the female consultant card. And we're just going to show you a side-by-side comparison. You can see they're facing different directions. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit here and straighten you out here. Whoops, sorry about the wobbles. Okay, if you hear cat noises in the background, or bird noises, I'm very sorry. Okay, let's begin. So here we have Napoleon. I'll try to limit the commentary as much as I can because I want to make this a quick video, but there's many differences and there's many similarities. So the constellations are going to be very similar. The lines and, you know, the stars are going to be very similar. The geomantic symbols, the letters, all of those are pretty much the same. What else? As you can see, we're missing the Bible. Instead of the Bible, we have the praying hands. And instead of the laws of Solon, we have open hands with like stardust inside. So I'm sure the booklet will explain what that means. I'm assuming it means something like secular as opposed to religious. That's just my assumption though. And of course we have, we don't have the man in this card. We just have the hourglass, and this man does represent patience and wisdom and time. We do have a clock here. And I believe in the original instructions, it was said that he had an hourglass. So that makes sense to me. The flowers are very similar, but in some of the cards you'll see that they're very different. So yeah, let's continue. The Queen of Hearts. So yeah, there's, well, you guys can see for yourselves. If you're familiar with the Grimaud deck, you're gonna right away pick out the differences. So for the alchemy cards, we don't have the alchemist in the card. We just have the whatever that's called. Pardon me, I worked all day. My memory escapes me, but you can see that there. We're missing the toad. The star. Some of the cards have an extra star. It represents something different. It's apart from the constellation. So yeah, we do have that star there. This card is very similar except for the missing toad. So here we have a parcel on the right and a letter on the left. So that is interesting because I think that's how it was originally supposed to be. It was supposed to be the letter on the left and the parcel on the right. And in the original deck, something got confused and they accidentally put the wrong image. But that's a whole nother story. I won't get into that right now because I don't want to confuse anyone. And I'm a bit confused on that myself. So we won't get into that. Here we can see a wedding ring. And this looks like more of a proposal. And what's interesting to me is we have a fox instead of a tree. We have a chained falcon, or this one is not chained necessarily, but we have the string. And of course, instead of 3 politicians, we have 2. So yeah, there's differences for sure. The dolphin is in the background here. Instead of a guard, like a sentry, we have a ship. And instead of a man who's 2-timing, we have a letter with a broken or a ripped envelope. Of course, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, this is my favorite card. It's the dog man, the dog-headed man. Very intelligent, represents adaptation and intelligence, fame and recognition. So we have a dog, we have a dog head, and we have a sundial and a laurel wreath, which is on fire, which if you look closely, this one has a flame as well. So yeah, there's definitely a theme here. Okay, Fidelity, the dog. We have an open hand here. I'm going to have to check the book on that one because here we have a hermit. And then we have the family card. So yeah, this is an interesting interpretation of the family card. Of course, we have a family and a very expecting mother, as opposed to a man with 50 daughters. But they both represent family. The scarab beetle, and she's holding a scarab beetle. No pig in this picture, just the raven, but that's okay. And the talisman is there. Juno on a cloud, or Hera on a cloud. And I'm assuming this means the same thing, but she's not on a cloud. Okay, this is interesting. We have a skull instead of, this guy is contemplating and he's listening to the wisdom of the Dodona. I don't know if I said that right, but it's a forest that speaks to him. And yeah, so I'm not sure why or what the skull represents here. Maybe it represents the same thing, I'm not sure, but interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to read with this deck just because it's going to throw me off, I think, because I learned with this deck, obviously. And yeah, but it is interesting to have in your collection. Never say never. Okay. That's very interesting. It's a beautiful deck, but I don't know. I need to see these images, I think. Oh wow, actually, I actually really like this one. This is Pandora's box, right? She's opening Pandora's box and showing the misery of Pandora's box when it's opened. Look at all these goblins coming out. So yeah, this one is very accurate to me. There's the falling comet. Very cool. I don't see the mongoose, however, but this card represents like criminal activity and just bad behavior. This is fear, and this is confidence because of the magic potion. Oh, here, Castor and Pollux. Yeah, this one I could read, no problem. The unplanned pregnancy card. This is an interesting interpretation because instead of Argus with like 100 eyes, we have a peacock and an eye of the peacock. So that's kind of cool. And we don't have Anubis here, but oops. Very interesting. Hercules fighting the Hydra. This is a lovely card representing wealth and gifts and money. The Queen of Spades, so you can see this is Isis mourning Osiris, or is it Osiris mourning Isis? I get those two mixed up all the time. But anyways, this is the outline of her husband here. And it's his ghost. So yeah, that that is true. Again, we have the fox here. Laverna. The Trojan horse. The Sagittarius card, and here he's not dead. Ooh. Evil Juno disguised as an old woman. I think this deck is going to grow on me. You know, I think it's going to grow on me. It's hard for me to adapt to it because I'm so used to this deck, but I think it will grow on me. The Three Fates. And lastly, the Ace of Spades. All right, so let's quickly look over the booklet. So again, it's 160 pages, so I'll try to like translate it as much as I can, although I'm not great at translating French. So yeah, we have the introduction, we have like a bit of an introduction to the times of, I'm assuming, of when that deck was created originally. The categories of the cards. Of course, there's 5 of them. And then we have the different like components of the card, the letter, the geomancy, the talismans, and the order of time. We have some spreads here, and then we have the definitions of each and every card. So I think this is a really good booklet, although I haven't yet translated it. But I think, you know, it's better than the little white booklet you're going to get with the Grimaud deck, for example. Again, this is going to be more of Audrina's take on the cards, obviously. So it might deviate a lot or a little, I'm not sure. So here we have the different spreads. I like how the images are all in color and they give examples. There's a 5-card spread. I'll just show you the French way of reading. So this is, you can see you read the main image and you read the touching images, right? That is a traditional way of reading. So yeah, it goes over all 52 cards. It gives you, you know, just a few sentences of the main image, and then the small right image, small left image, the flowers, and the constellations. So yeah, this book is looking pretty good. Sorry for flipping through real quick, but I think we're running out of time. Yeah, no, I like this book quite a bit. It's going to be fun to translate it for sure. So what do you guys think? If you're familiar with the Grimaud deck, would you be able to read with this deck? Or do you think that this deck is mostly for people who are not already familiar with the Grimaud deck? I don't know. I'm not sure. So let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.